Welcome back to another episode of Banking for Legacy. I'm Nelson Pizarro, your IBC practitioner, and today we're going to talk about something that's going to ruffle a few feathers. But it's an important conversation we need to have if you're serious about long-term wealth building and financial control. Before we get into it, make sure you grab a copy of Becoming Your Own Banker by Nelson Nash. This is the foundation for everything we talk about here. If you really want to understand how money works, this is where you should start. Let me ask you this. Have you ever built a dream house on sand? Knowing the foundation could shift at any moment? Of course not. But that's exactly what people are doing with their money when they chase fancy policies like IULs, variables, and indexes. Unstable foundations dressed up to look good on paper. Everywhere you look today, there's some ad, a video, an influencer hyping up index universal life or variable life insurance. They make it sound like a secret weapon only for the wealthy. You get market returns with no risk, or you never lose money in a market downturn. Sounds great, right? But if you have been following me for a while, you already know when something sounds too good to be true, you should check into it. Here's the reality. IULs, VULs, and variable policies are built on projections, not guarantees. They shift the risk from the company to you, the policy owner. Fees and moving parts quietly eat away at your cash value. And when the market takes a dip, or when you get older, those internal costs skyrocket. The problem is, these products are designed to look shiny and exciting, but underneath, they're unpredictable. So while everyone's talking about IULs, variables, or index policies, nobody's talking about whole life policies. But why? Because whole life doesn't have to sell itself with the hype. It just performs quietly, consistently, and predictable, year after year after year. Who am I saying life insurance is king? This is where the conversation shifts because life insurance is built on guarantees, not guesses. It's not tied to the market. It's not depending on some future illustrations. It's a contract between you and the insurance company that says your cash value will grow every single year. Your premiums will never increase. And you'll have liquidity, control, and protection, no matter what the stock market does. That's why I say whole life is king for long-term wealth strategies. It's the only vehicle that gives you safety, control, liquidity, and legacy all in one place. With whole life, your money is not chasing returns. It's building momentum through uninterrupted compounding. It's basically working 24/7, whether you're awake, asleep, or even when the market is tanking. Let me give you an analogy. Imagine three cars sitting at a dealership. The variable life policy is like a flashy sports car. It looks great, it's fast, and it burns through gas, breaks down often, and it's expensive to maintain. The IUL is like a hybrid. They tell you it gets the best of both worlds, but after a while, the battery fails, the performance never matches the brochure. And then there's the whole life, the steady, reliable diesel truck. It's not flashy, but it's built to last. It runs through every season, every condition, and it will still be running strong 30 years from now. Guess which one the wealthy families pass down through generations? Not the sports car, not the hybrid. It's the one that lasts, the whole life vehicle. Because the truth is, predictable beats flashy, consistency beats hype, and guarantees beat projections every single time. Before I forget, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with everybody what I personally do with our family and our businesses. If you've been pitched an IUL or a variable life policy, or even have one of these, take a step back and ask yourself, who's really benefiting from this contract? With whole life, you're not chasing markets or gambling with returns. You're building a private banking system that gives you access and guaranteed growth for the rest of your life. That's how families keep their wealth, and that's what we're here to teach at Banking for Legacy. If you want to learn more about how whole life can work for you or your business, just reach out to me. bankingforlegacy.com or at bankingforlegacy, and we can schedule a discovery call and help you build your family or business private banking system the right way. And don't forget to follow, like, and share this episode so more people can learn, take control of their finances instead of letting the market control them. I'm going to leave this with you. It's your money, your bank, and your legacy. Again, it's Nelson Pizarro, IBC practitioner. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next time.